Alright, I got the general in the shop here. I haven't changed the oil in it in a little while. So I wrote the mileage on here, 8,081.4 miles and 1 of 2024 because it's January right now. Hooked that on its filter. These come with you buy a oil change kit from Polaris. This is what I've always done with this one. Just pick this up and done it like that. That's what I've done for its oil change on this every single time. I've only done my transmission a few times. Haven't really worried too much about it. My front axle, I think I've done that diff twice. Also, over the few years, it's a 2020, so it'll be 4 years old now. Don't seem like I've had it 3 years already. I bought it in May or June of 2020. Brand new, so. And it's got the heater in it. It's a pretty nice unit. Full cab. It's got the heater, the Polaris heater right here, and it's got the radio in it. It's actually the second radio it's been in it. This one's starting to delaminate around it. The first one was the big one, it went bad. So it's got the subwoofer down there and all that kind of stuff. Got the speakers in it. It's been a pretty good little unit. I've put a lot of miles on it. We've rode her pretty hard. Both of my rear tires are pretty bald. They're the factory tires. They got 8,000 miles on them. Alright, so to get my bed to stand up higher, it's got this pin and keeper that goes through this end of that and through there. I take it out just because I'm big and it takes a lot more room for me to climb in here to do this, so I always drop that, swing that up. Even if I change my air filter, I usually do that. And then I'll get the oil filter off and drain the oil. I'm going to get a oil pan, put the oil filter. I think you can see the end of it right there. It's back in there. You got to kind of reach through right here, get a hold of it in there, and then crank her in and out. Mine ain't too bad. I twisted it a second ago. So I'll get an oil pan, get some oil drained out, pull it out, and then I'll start on filling it. That's such a drain plug for your oil right there. It is. And one of these holes back here. It's obvious. You get to it and it's like, oh yeah, that's right there. I just broke it loose. Mine was super tight. It's a 6mm Allen wrench. Alright, I got the new filter in it. Dumping oil in it. Oil goes to the top of the motor, obviously, just like that. It holds 2 quarts plus a little tiny bottle that comes in the kit. Seems like when I've put that in it before and started and run it and then checked it, it was just a touch low. And I've had to add a little bit more, but not a big deal. Alright, there's my old oil. There's that empty box. There's my general. I should have just went through on the screen how to reset the oil change thing on the dash, but I just did it, and then after I did it, as usual, I thought, I should have went through that. I also changed the time because we're on standard time right now, so it gets dark early in the evening in the winter time, as usual. So it'll be back to daylight savings pretty soon, another couple months, and then I'll be able to switch the clock back to daylight savings time, my favorite time. Just because it gets dark later in the evening. Everybody uses that evening time rather than the morning time. My kid's 4-wheeler, he got that welded up today, so I'm going to go get the old man's farm truck, pull it in, do a drive line on the front of it, and then I'll be pulling this Jeep in. We'll do some Jeep content. I got to pull a transmission transfer case out of it and put a new clutch in it. Alright, I funneled all that oil with this here funnel back into its original containers, and got it thrown in the can over there to go back to the recycler where it belongs.